Today we're going to learn how to gospel chop. So let's get started. Hey everyone, my name is Gabe and I'm from drumbeatsonline.com. Today's lesson is a super exciting one because we're learning how to gospel chop. I get a lot of questions from drummers saying, hey, how do I gospel chop? I see all these drummers chopping all around the drum set and I don't even know where to begin. So this lesson is specifically for you guys, the people who have no idea where to even start with gospel chops. I'm going to give you the grassroots that you need to know to be able to build upon your chops and really get in the mindset that some of these drummers are in that are having these insane chops around the kit. So let's jump right into it and let's learn how to gospel chop. So the first secret that you need to know about gospel chops is that pretty much most chops are based around rudiments. And rudiments are just a group of sticking patterns with different names. So in this lesson, we're going to learn how to chop with the rudiment paradiddle. So the paradiddle is a sticking pattern of right, left, right, right, and then you reverse it. Then you go left, right, left, left. So let's try playing that on our snare drum real quick just to see what it sounds like. So that's literally the only sticking pattern that we're going to be playing in our chops today. But let's refine it a little bit. Let's make it a little bit more dynamic. So now I'm going to show you where the accents are and where the ghost notes are in this rudiment. So the accents in this paradiddle are going to be on the first right and on the first left of the next set of paradiddles. So we're going to accent right, and then we're going to have left, right, right, quiet, and then we're going to accent left and have right, left, left, quiet. So now let's play that a few times on our snare drum and see how it sounds different. So you might not think that makes a big difference, but it actually does. It really changes the way that your chop feels and how it sounds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this paradiddle that we just learned, and now we're going to turn it into a chop. So for this first chop that we're going to learn, all we're going to do is we're going to move our left hand to the rack tom. So we're literally just going to play the paradiddle that we just played on the snare drum, but just moving our left hand on the rack tom, and we'll keep our right hand right on the snare. So I'll play that nice and slow for you so you can get a feel for how that sounds. So we're going to repeat that pattern 4 times. So don't be discouraged if it feels really weird or if you think it sounds kind of stupid because you're playing it really slow. In all of your rudiments, in all of your chops, you need to start off playing it really slow and getting those dynamics down, and it's really a mental game. Some people think, oh, I just need to work on my wrist and my forearm muscles to be able to play faster. But really, you just need to play it enough times slow for your brain to get the sticking pattern down. And once your brain gets the sticking pattern down, that's when you can really start to fly. So let's try this chop in the context of a beat. That would sound like this. tip of the day, practice these rudiments away from your drum kit. Practice the rudiment on a practice pad, on your lap, on a pillow, with your hands while you're watching TV, anywhere except for the drum kit. Because what's going to happen is if you're sitting here practicing the rudiment, trying to get it down, pretty soon, if you're anything like me, you're just going to start doodling all around the kit, and it's not going to be helpful. You really want your brain to get the sticking pattern down, so step away from the kit for a bit and just work on your paradiddles, and then you can come back to your kit, and trust me, you'll be able to play them much faster and feel a lot better about them. So with that, let's move on to our second chop. So for this next chop, we're going to stick to the paradiddle. And what we're going to do is we're keeping our left hand on the snare drum the whole time. And with our right hand, we're going to alternate between the ride and the snare drum. So what we're going to do is for the first paradiddle, we're going to be on the ride. So that's going to sound like this. So right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And then the next time your right hand leads, you're going to bring it onto the snare drum. So then you're going to go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left on the snare drum. So together that would sound like this. So that's the first half of this chop. And now we're just repeating that same exact pattern. So ride, and then bring it on the snare, and then we're going to do that again. Start on the ride, and then bring it back on the snare. Let's play it a few times at a few different tempos to get a good feel for it. So I really like that one. I love adding some quick notes on cymbals in the middle of chops because it just sounds so cool, and the stick definition just really stands out to get those quick little notes that you might not hear on the toms or on the snare drum. So that's a lot of fun. And now let's move on to our third chop. So moving on to our third chop, again, we're sticking with paradiddles. That's the only rudiment you need to know. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to play a paradiddle between our snare drum and our hi-hat. So I've got my right hand on my snare drum and my left hand on my hi-hat. So we're going to go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. That would sound like this. And the convenient part about this chop is our left hand is staying on the hi-hat our whole time, and our right hand is moving around, similar to the last chop that we learned. So after you play that pattern, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, then you move your right hand onto the rack tom, and you do the same pattern again. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So let's play those two parts together now. So that's the first half of the fill, and we're just repeating that again. So we go snare and hi-hat, and then rack and hi-hat, and then snare and hi-hat again, and then rack and hi-hat again. So this is a fun one, and now let's play it at a few different tempos so you can get a better feel for it. So what drummer do you think has the best gospel chops? Let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys. And thanks so much for watching this lesson. I had a blast teaching it, and I hope that you had a blast learning about gospel chops and learning about paradiddles and how to apply them around the kit. Keep working on it, and I know you'll get it. If you want to check out more full-length drum lessons, check out my brand new lesson course called Ultimate Beginner Drum Lessons. If you want, you can check it out right here. And if not, you can check out my last YouTube lesson right over here. Thanks so much for your support, guys. It means so much to me. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.